any association between the UPND government and Freemasonic activities, stating that no such movement is registered or approved in Zambia. Chief Government Spokesperson Cornelius Muitwa has dismissed recent calls for the impeachment of President Hakainde Hichilema, describing them as politically motivated tactics intended to divert public attention from Zambia's ongoing progress. Government has underscored the significance of industrialization driven by local value addition with emphasis on key priority subsectors. Zambia women's national football team, the Copa Queens, are set to kick off their 2025 Women's Africa Cup of Nations campaign with a high-stakes clash against host Morocco.
The News, 88.5 Sun FM.
Vice President Mtalena Lumango has firmly denied any association between the UPND government and Freemasonic activities, stating that no such movement is registered or approved in Zambia. Responding to a question during Vice President's question time in Parliament, posed by Nakonde Member of Parliament Lucas Simumba, Ms. Lumango dismissed claims suggesting government's endorsement of the recently held 60th Southern African International Masonic Conference in Livingstone. She clarified that official records from the Registrar of Societies and the Pants and Companies Registration Agency PACRA show no registration of any Freemason movement in the country. The Vice President challenged individuals who claim to have witnessed the conference to come forward with full details, stressing that the government remains unaware of its organization, participation, or objectives.
I am telling you, there is no approval. Two, for me, Honorable Minister of Internal Affairs, when I heard of this, because of the nature that surrounds the Mason, whatever, when it started in the media, I had to say, maybe they are registered. And you can search the registrar of societies. Maybe it is PACRA. Nothing has been registered during my time in office as Vice President, because I took interest at personal and national level. There is nothing. If there is anything similar to this, it is something that may be registered a long time ago.
Chief Government Spokesperson Cornelius Muitwa has dismissed recent calls for the impeachment of President Hakainde Hichilema, describing them as politically motivated tactics intended to divert public attention from Zambia's ongoing progress. Mr. Muitwa clarified that the president has not breached any constitutional or legal provisions in relation to Bill 7, stating that no article within the Constitution of the Republic of Zambia has been cited either by legal experts or courts of law as having been violated by President Hichilema. Mr. Muitwa further explains that the Constitutional Court recent judgment on the matter was advisory and not directive. He noted that Bill 7 has been deferred, not withdrawn, in order to facilitate broader consultations following concerns raised at the stakeholders meeting held on June 4, 2025. He said government plans to reintroduce the bill in September, aiming to address critical constitutional gaps ahead of the 2026 elections. The Minister of Information and Media urged political actors to shift their focus towards national development issues such as the decline, cost of living, falling fuel prices, and the strengthening of the kwacha, attributed to the consistent implementation of sound economic policies.
Was merely guiding and not instructive in nature. And there is nowhere in that judgment where the courts have cited the executive for breaching any article to an extent one can begin to formulate and entertain an idea to impeach the president. So, the Constitution has not been violated, any written law has not been violated, and any written law.
Mr. Mwetwa noted that while commodity and service prices often rise in response to fuel price increase, they tend to remain unchanged when fuel prices are reduced. He emphasized that the pattern undermines government's effort to ease the cost of living for ordinary citizens.
5 months has been going down. The kwacha has improved from about 28 kwacha, where it was 29, now to about 24 kwacha. Each time there is a price increase in terms of fuel, commodity and service prices go up. But when there is a reduction, those prices remain static. We take this to be exploitative of our citizens. The business community must respond to the policies of government so that we all do come out with a win-win situation.
Addressing the ongoing impasse of the barrier of 60th Republican President Edgar Chagwa Lungu, Mr. Mwetwa emphasized that government remains committed to resolving the matter with dignity and unity, reflecting the values of the Zambian family. He noted that while legal channels were pursued, the broader intention to reach an amicable solution that respects both the former president's legacy and the concerns of his family.
Courts may actually hand out a judgment which may not actually be in the interest of the majority of Zambian citizens who would like to see their former president be buried in line with the 5 other former presidents at the presidential burial site, which is a significant national monument or now museum, which signifies national identity and unity of us as a people under one Zambia, one nation motto.
Government has underscored the significance of industrialization driven by local value addition with emphasis on key priority subsectors. Speaking during the Zambia International Trade Fair Business Seminar, Minister of Commerce, Trade and Industry, Chipoka Mlenga, cited priority subsectors such as food processing, textile and garment and mineral processing and benefiction. Mr. Mlenga called businesses to transform the economy and improve livelihoods through building resilient business capable of innovating, adapting and scaling in the face of disruption. He highlighted government's commitment to creating an enabling environment aimed at streamlining business registration processes, enhancing regulatory frameworks, and improving access to finance and incentives. The minister urged the private sector to explore investment prospects and collaborate with the government in building inclusive and global competitive value chains. He has since emphasized government's commitments to fostering a business-friendly environment and promoting sustainable economic growth.
Price, because most they produce here, but we still sell at a higher price. So in this forum, I'm very optimistic that we will share ideas, we will listen to us what policies we have in place to make sure that the shelf price is affordable with a good quality. So with this that has been said, Honorable Minister and Chairperson, I'm very excited that we have this interaction where we can share and exchange ideas.
While Ministry Permanent Secretary in charge of Trade and Commerce, Lillian Bwalia, emphasized that the Business Forum provides a valuable opportunity for industry stakeholders to engage with policymakers and pose critical questions regarding policies and programs.
Part of this important forum, we are hopeful and looking forward to your effective and active participation and to also utilize this opportunity to ask pertinent questions that relate to the policy and programs that we have in the space of industry and commerce. As the two ministries, we run quite a number of programs that are of benefit to many sectors. So this is.
And Zambia International Trade Fair Trust Board Chairperson Ajay Vashi noted that since its inception, the business seminar has prioritized information and capacity building for small and medium enterprises and business in general. He added that the focus on capacity building and relevance has made the seminar an essential platform for business to stay informed, network, and thrive in an ever-changing economic landscape.
By the Zambia International Trade Fair Trust. Since inception, we have concentrated more on information and capacity building for our SMEs and businesses in general. Now we are moving towards more relevant and topical issues that impact on the business sector. And in the not too distant future, we hope to invite more renowned global speakers and individuals who are authorities in various fields. This should bring more value to participants of the seminar and become a firm and valued calendar event for the private sector.
This year's 59th Zambia International Trade Fair is being held under the theme Enhancing Business Resilience Through Innovation and Trade. Minister of Small and Medium Enterprise Development Elias Mubanga has called on the business community to enhance the value of their products and strengthen their capital base to foster sustainable growth. Speaking during the ongoing Zambia International Trade Fair, Mr. Mubanga assured entrepreneurs of government's continued support, emphasizing the need for resilience and innovation in business. He encouraged small and medium enterprises to take advantage of available government loans and grants, noting that the current administration has created an enabling environment for economic participation. The trade fair continues to serve as a key driver for economic engagement, with SMEs occupying a central role in Zambia's development agenda.
The flame continues to burn brightly at this year's Zambia International Trade Fair, symbolizing growing enthusiasm among patrons and suggesting higher than expected traffic at the annual event. This atmosphere has fueled optimism among small and medium enterprise traders who are hopeful that this year's edition will generate better business compared to previous years.
At the moment, I promise that because the India sana this year than last year. And so because looking at Mateza at least there is a very big difference. And the business promise that definitely call about good business because the abantu bala India sana.
Minister of Small and Medium Enterprise Elias Mubanga, who was at the trade fair, encouraged the business community to tap into government opportunities and add value to their products.
So innovation is at the center, and the entrepreneurs, business owners, you the leaders in your industries, you have to be innovative. Technology is supposed to be at the center of our our business environment in the country.
Some traders have traveled long distances to participate in the fair, driven by the desire to earn extra income and broaden their market reach.
Like they've done it in they should continue to shops because we are still looking forward that business yes. So if I'm shop meaning it will be easy for us to finding where to sell from.
Meanwhile, other exhibitors have embraced innovation, using this platform to promote solar-powered alternatives as a way of moving away from dependence on hydroelectric energy.
namaraiti natukwata masola notumaraiti utunini tonse natukwata mapower bank yonse natukwata tonse file sangwa vyacho fintu vya kutajinga finatukwata mananikaniso nango tankweta maraiti apa liponsoko muli nango nikumushi chimwali chitechi ntumwali chifofio liponsoko mwali.
The fair is expected to be officially opened by the Republican President Hakainde Hichilema under the theme Enhancing Business Resilience Through Innovation and Trade. Reporting for Sun FM Radio and TV, I'm Cletus Mutoki in Ndola.
Health Minister Dr. Elijah Muchima announced that the high-level gathering will serve as a platform for constructive dialogue, knowledge exchange, and regional collaboration. He emphasized that this session will focus on identifying practical tailored solutions to address Africa's unique health challenges. The event will be graced by President Hakainde Hichilema, underscoring Zambia's commitment to advancing public health across the continent. WHO country representative Dr. Clement Peter confirmed that delegates from all 47 member states are expected to attend. He noted that the conference will help shape strategies that are responsive to Africa's evolving health needs. The WHO Regional Committee for Africa is the organization's decision-making body in the region, convening annually to endorse policies, programs, and financial plans aimed at improving health outcomes across the continent. Zambia has expanded its wheat milling capacity to 50,000 metric tons annually with the opening of a new $12 million wheat milling plant in Mpongwe. Zambia's General Manager Milling Henry Kasanga said the facility can process over 100 tons of wheat daily and is expected to enhance local food production and create employment opportunities. While Zambia's Executive Corporate Affairs and Sustainability Ezekiel Sekele said Zambia is equally making strides in supporting the community in the education sector, particularly in Mpongwe.
Zambia PLC has indeed increased its wheat production and is making strides in supporting the community, particularly in Mpongwe. Zambia has shown commitments to community development and the nation at large. Zambia Executive Corporate Affairs and Sustainability Ezekiel Sekele said the company's efforts seem to align with government's goals for agricultural development, particularly in enhancing food security and promoting climate resilient practices.
Around efficiency again, the issue of sustainability comes in as well, ensuring that that which we do today serves the future well. So after growth, expansion and efficiency, driving efficiencies, cost optimization, how we are managing our costs within the business is very important, and this will continue to be a key focus area. And these three strategic imperatives of growth, expanding the business, driving efficiencies, and also optimizing on our cost, these are supported by key pillars of people.
While General Manager Milling Henry Kasanga disclosed Zambia production capacity.
So this milling plant, the capacity is 150 tons of wheat that we can process, meaning annually it's got an annual processing capacity of about 50,000 tons of wheat, translating into about 40,000 tons of wheat flour. So in terms of innovation, it's fully automated. As you will see, it runs on a computer program with the efficiency, but also safety features as well. Human safety, but equipment safety as well. So with this facility, the beauty is it's run by the minimum number of people.
After touring the milling plant, the Zambia team took time to visit the schools where the company is enhancing education. Zambia appears to be implementing through its various projects. Reporting for Sun FM TV News, I'm Gertrude Mwansa in Mpongwe.
Police in Southern Province have launched an investigation into a case of assault and malicious damage to property following a politically charged attack in Chief Mpazeni's area of Choma district. The incident occurred on July 3rd around 15 hours in Mazunga area, where elections scheduled for July 10th. Southern Province Commanding Officer Oxensho Daka confirmed that the victim, Boyd Hasweshe, 34 of Hangonda village, sustained a deep head injury after being struck with an axe handle by a suspected political cadre. The attack reportedly took place after members of the Leadership Movement Party, including Southern Province Chairman Crispin Mwembele, 33, encountered a roadblock made of logs near Nefa's shops in Shimbumbwa village. The roadblock was allegedly manned by suspected United Party for National Development supporters clad in party regalia. Mr. Daka stated that when Hash was stepped out of a Toyota Corolla registration ABP 9895 to negotiate passage, one of the suspects struck him on the head and proceeded to smash the vehicle's front and rear windscreens, causing damage estimated at 3,075 kwacha. Police have issued a medical report to the victim, opened dockets, though no arrests have been made yet, while the suspect, whose identity is currently unknown but recognizable, remains at large. Mr. Daka has urged all political parties to conduct their campaigns peacefully and assured the public that adequate security measures are in place to ensure orderly by-elections. We take a break, and when we return, we have more in sports news.
The Zambia ABSA Marathon is back. Be part of Zambia's biggest and most anticipated marathon. Join us on the 6th of September 2025 for a day of fun, personal milestones, and unforgettable memories. And now with the World Athletics label, you don't want to miss a chance to write your fitness story. Register today at absamarathonzambia.co.za. Get your slot at 600 kwacha or 500 kwacha when you pay using any of your ABSA cards. Your story matters. ABSA.
National football team, the Copper Queens, are set to kick off their 2025 Women's Africa Cup of Nations WAFCON campaign with a high-stakes clash against host Morocco tomorrow, Saturday, July 5th at 22 hours Central African Time at the Olympic Stadium in Rabat. Head coach Nora Haptula has declared her squad ready for the challenge, expressing confidence in their participation and hunger for success. Speaking during the pre-match press conference today, Haptu acknowledged Morocco's home advantage, but emphasized that Zambia will stick to its tactical game plan and manage the pressure effectively. Haptu, who previously coached Ghana, said she is proud to lead Zambia into its third consecutive WAFCON appearance.
We arrived in Morocco 10 days ago in Casablanca, our creek situated. The very good Premier League, the international players, they arrived out of their competitions. We had an internal closed game where we played there, which went well and enjoyed also with the Moroccan culture, of course. So far, all good. 2 days ago, we arrived here in Rabat, in our official hotel, and so far we are very satisfied. We have good mood.
Team captain Barbara Banda echoed the coach's sentiments, stating that the Copper Queens are determined to start the tournament on a winning note, adding that the team is not underestimating Morocco despite having eliminated them in the Paris 2024 Olympic qualifiers. Zambia is placed in Group A alongside Morocco, Senegal and DR Congo. Following the opener, the Copper Queens will face Senegal on July 9th and DR Congo on July 12th.
I've been together for a long time, and the experience is there in the team. When you talk about the club, I have to bring that experience from my club and to implement it with the national team, which we're working together as a team So I think we are moving at a good pace as a team, and I'm so excited to play this season. Thank you. Honestly, being an African Player of the Year, I'm not carrying any pressure because that just keeps me moving and it's encouraging me to work more hard. And, being someone, the African Player.
Before we go, we take a look at the stories making headlines once again. Vice President Mtalena Lumango has firmly denied any association between the UPND government and Freemasonic activities, stating that no such movement is registered or approved in Zambia. Chief Government Spokesperson Cornelius Mwitwa has dismissed recent calls for the impeachment of President Hakainde Hichilema, describing them as politically motivated tactics intended to divert public attention from Zambia's ongoing progress. Government has underscored the significance of industrialization driven by local value addition with emphasis on key priority subsectors. Zambia national football team, the Copper Queens, are set to kick off their 2025 Women's Africa Cup of Nations WAFCON campaign with a high-stakes clash against host Morocco. Thank you so much for watching. On behalf of the news crew and production team, my name is Mwema Shanshima. Bye-bye for now.
Sun FM.
The Zambia ABSA Marathon is back. Be part of Zambia's biggest and most anticipated marathon. Join us on the 6th of September 2025 for a day of fun, personal milestones, and unforgettable memories. And now with the World Athletics label, you don't want to miss a chance to write your fitness story. Register today at absamarathonzambia.co.zm. Get your slot at 600 kwacha or 500 kwacha when you pay using any of your ABSA cards. Your story matters. ABSA.